Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Our names are the Powder Puff Girls. My name is Alexis, and with me I have my co-host and co-creator, Evelina.
Hey guys, and
No,
welcome back. Are the Powder Puff Girls.
no,
My name
technical
is Alexis.
difficulties. Okay,
Oh
sorry
Lord.
guys. I have the video up so that I can watch chat. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, that it just started going all of a sudden. But anyway, today we are talking about social media, basically how with social media and the beauty community, a lot of your self-worth is tied up in how much recognition you get, and how to deal with rejection, how to deal with losing your momentum, basically, or losing traction, that sort of thing. So, yeah, that's basically what this little thing is about. So, if you're interested, then keep watching our stream. So, I don't know
Yeah.
what else to say.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly share that we are live. Like it's funny because my husband, like I took a nap. I'm old. I need my naps. So I was taking a nap. I was thinking, well, if I just wake up like 30 minutes before, I have time to just relax and talk to Alexis before. And like, nope. My husband woke me up like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, shit.
So we're a little behind the 8 ball at the moment. So I haven't finished my makeup. I've been working on it for the past hour, and I think it looks like shit. But
No.
you know,
Hi, Angela, by the way.
hi
Lovely
Angelo.
seeing you here. Yeah, no, so yeah. Okay, so the reason we were thinking about this topic, like for me, I have been trying to get on PR list or like trying to get out there to find like exposure to showing my face and my makeup, even though I don't have any on right now. I have been trying and I am not on any PR lists and I'm trying. I'm still gonna try, but I have seen a lot of people on my Twitter feed that has been like, I don't know if I want to do makeup anymore. I just feel like I'm not good enough for it because none of these brands are noticing me or seeing me, and and I was like, yeah, I can understand that because I can feel it too. Like, how you feel like, okay, so I'm not being seen. Is it because of my talent? Is it because of something I do? Is it worth me just trying, or should I just give up, basically?
Mhm.
And oh, hello, a girl. Yeah, you
Hey
look
girl.
fierce. Hello, you look
Hey
fierce, Alexis.
girl.
Hey,
Huh?
girl. You look fierce. She told you look fierce.
Ooh, thanks, Beach.
Yeah, but that is like one thing I really want to talk about. And since I'm what, how old am I? I'm 34. I have been in art school. I am an artist. Like I work as an artist, and with the job of being an artist, rejection is like a big thing. Like you have to be able to handle rejection because people, like the people going to watch your work and people who are going to like consider uh, having you on an exhibition and stuff like that, or if you want to be part of something, you are going to be rejected. It's part
Mm-hmm.
of it because you don't always fit with the theme of what they want to show. So I have been through my fair share of rejection, right? Like a rejection for art school. I wasn't up to par with art school, and it's like, I get it. It fucking sucks, but it's part of being a creator, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to do with how good or bad you are. It has to do with like, what are the people looking for, and to be honest, it has to do with numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they are looking for small content creators that doesn't have like the big following yet, they want to see engagement. And I think like, hello, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
God, I'm so frazzled. But yeah, rejection is hard. Like you feel like crap when you don't get, like when you work so hard on something and you just don't achieve your goals.
It's kind of like when you have an idea in your head for a makeup look you want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, for instance, this happened to me tonight. Um, I was doing my makeup and I'm like, I saw this painting and it was this beautiful painting. And I thought that the way the colors went together, it was going to be really perfect. And I'm like, ooh, I can do that on my eyes and make it look really
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. And I'll use my Jawbreaker palette. Speaking of what, just got an email about it. Just got an email. Yeah.
Nah, okay.
So, yeah. So for you guys that don't know, I ordered the Jawbreaker palette for Evelina from Beauty Bay. And
2
because
weeks
I'm an
ago.
idiot, I didn't put her name as the receiver. I put mine because I thought I would have to do that. And so, yeah, I stuffed up. It's at her post office. It's been sitting there for a week now.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, long story short, Beauty Bay's finally gotten back to me about changing the name on the receiver.
Well, yay.
But yeah, for instance, this evening I was trying to do this, inspired look by this painting, and it just didn't turn out that way. The brown and the blue have made this wonky browny gray black color. I don't know what the color this is, but I don't like it. And I don't think that, and I didn't achieve the makeup look that I wanted at all. So where I would normally be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make my makeup look amazing and it's going to be so pretty. And I'm going to post it on Twitter and I'm going to post it on my Instagram page and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm still sick, guys. So my throat is really freaking dry.
Yeah.
So, when you have a goal in mind and you're having a hard time actually achieving that goal or reaching that milestone, it's really disheartening. Especially with somebody like, I can't tell Evelina enough. She is a phenomenal artist.
Aww.
Stellar at photography. Photography? She's so good at the photography. She's got beautiful, beautiful eye when it comes to photography. With her inspiration for her makeup looks, her flower series has just been so amazing. Her Stranger Thing look. Oh my God, beach.
Aww,
yes.
You're being so nice. Photography. Hashtag photography.
So for someone like Evelina, who has just like oodles and oodles of talent, not get to be featured so that she can gain this momentum and gain these followers through having a big name brand go, you know what? We like your artwork. We trust your artwork and we trust you as a makeup artist. And we're going to push you forward by giving you the exposure that you need. The whole thing is about exposure, and it's really hard to get that exposure when you're not getting noticed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that's kind of like duh, but
yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm gonna read a girl's comment, even though it's kind of like more for me. There are so many makeup artists, and most looks are just looks. Everyone looks the same. Evelina, your looks are looks. They are unique and abstract. I personally love them. Do not give up. Thank you so much.
I said oodles. Oodles. Not noodles.
My talent noodle.
You're a talented noodle.
Yeah, but it is like hard, and when you work on it, but for me, to be honest, I started pushing and actually showing more of myself not that long ago. It was basically, what was it, 1 month, 2 months ago, that I actually started tagging brands, starting to use starting to learn how social media works. Honestly. And I'm still learning of it. And there's the part that I have a hard time with when it comes to makeup artists and social media in specifically is the social networking. But and social, my noodle is talented. But yeah, so it is like I have to keep on reminding myself that even though I feel like I am doing a lot, there I haven't been doing it for a long time.
Mm.
And brands are looking for specific things like you have different, like they want to showcase different things. Like Jeffree Star has his type of brand, ABH has their type of brand. They want to show different things, but the thing they all want is people who can work the social media.
Mm-hmm.
And like networking is so important, and I feel like that's where people are failing. Like that's the point. Like people are great at doing makeup and being creative and being artistic, but the actual social networking is hard, and it takes time, and it takes work, and it takes commitment, and you have to like you have to do certain stuff to be noticed that I personally don't really feel like I don't feel like I want to do those things. Like I don't want to suck up to people I don't actually like.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah.
I really like the thing that I have been trying to do is actually go out to social media like Twitter and Instagram, and instead of just keeping the comments inside, like I scroll past something and I think, oh, that is so pretty. Instead of just scrolling past, I pause and I write it.
Yep.
Leave a like, retweet, and write it as soon as I can or remember.
Yeah.
Unrelated, but still, I'd not be a safe candidate for PR, even if I did makeup regularly. I think I understand what you mean, that you kind of like maybe feel like you're too honest about PR. Like if it sucks, it sucks.
Well, she said that Ginny said just before that she's horrible for that. I posted a new lippy I got on social media and tagged the brand and then went on a Twitter rant, lol. And then she put this on unrelated.
Okay. So this is why I couldn't be an influencer. Social networking means you have to be social.
Yeah, I know. And that's, I struggle with that too. I struggle with because I have a really low self-esteem. I hate having to go, ooh, look at me, look at me.
Yeah.
Because for most of my life, I have hidden and been like, nobody cares about me. I don't even care about me. And, so like actually having to put yourself out there is literally my worst nightmare, my worst nightmare. And I'm sure if I was hustling and doing more of the social media thing, then I would have more than 115 subscribers on YouTube. I'm sure that we would have more than we have on here if I posted from the Powder Puff Girls stream. It's just like I said, after years of hiding away and not wanting to be seen, to all of a sudden be 37 and go, hey, this is a young kid's game, but I'm going to give it a go myself because, can't nobody tell me what to do. So
yeah, but that is really like I like short story about my life. I have been depressed and have suffered with anxiety for so long. So I have been sick. Like I didn't work for like between I was 19 when I first got really sick, and then I didn't do much until I applied to art school when I was 27 and was accepted and started when I was 28. So I was 28 when I actually started living again, like with a career and with a goal in mind. And so, and in art school, like that year of art school was so important. And it's like the artist, like art, no matter what you're working with, you have to adopt the same thing when fake it until you make it.
Yeah.
And the biggest like thing that my art teacher told me was basically, yeah, you cannot just wait for someone to just randomly walk by your stuff. You have to be there and shove it up people's faces. So we regularly, like every time we did something, we had a class or something, we laid everything out on a table, and everyone in class had like this assignment that you have to talk about your artwork. You have done this. Why? What does it mean to you? What was your thinking? What was your process? What did you want to say? And you had to say it. And if you told it in like a way that was like, oh, I don't know, I just did something, you were like, nope, that is not going to work.
Yeah.
So art school is not just about creating stuff. It's about selling the damn thing. Like it's and for me, I actually, like years ago before I got sick, I actually started to become a salesman. I didn't finish that, but it's basically the same thing. You have to be confident. Even if you don't believe in yourself, you have to sound confident.
Yeah.
And you have to, and you have worked in retail. You know how it works. If someone approaches you, if you're a customer and someone approaches you and you're looking for a foundation and they're like, well, I don't know really.
You're and not it's really like, well, to be honest with you, this foundation really minimizes your pores and it's a perfect skin match for you. And oh my gosh, the dewy finish on it is beautiful for your skin because I can tell that you're a little bit dry in your T-zone. So yeah, I sold makeup too. So yeah, I
exactly.
Yeah.
And it is, but the hard part is when you're like, okay, not prostitution, but it's the hard to sell yourself.
Yeah.
To actually speak well, because in Sweden we have I'm sorry, I'm just gonna in Sweden we have an expression called jantelagen, and it's basically like it basically goes in means that don't think too highly of yourself. You're not that special. And so it's basically ingrained in us that don't think you're better than anyone else. Stay humble and like preferably look down on yourself a little bit. So when you and I think that is so common for everyone, especially women, that if we are like too confident and like we are like, what the fuck is wrong with her? And I think like we have to start ignoring that and just like talk well about ourselves. Like we are good. We know what we're doing. We can do what the 10-year-old younger people do, and we do it well. But we just have to like go there.
Yeah. I think at some point though, it also like that I worry about is that, again, we're 10 years older than most of these people, if not more, 10 to 15 years older. In my case, I can be 20 years older than somebody, that's coming onto the scene. Like Abby, what's her face? Abby Richards or Roberts or whatever her name is.
I don't know.
She's the British chick that did Nikki Tutorial's makeup. Anyway, Abby Roberts, she is amazing, 17 years old. And she's already like worked with Nikki Tutorials. She's worked, I think she's done a collaboration already as well. 17 years old. And this chick is phenomenal, like heads above what I can do, and or head and shoulders above what I can do rather. But at some point yes, it does kind of feel like you're pimping yourself out. And I think at a certain age, you kind of get that whole dignity about yourself where you're like, I'm comfortable. I've been married for 10 years. I've got a house, I've got a car payment, I've got my 2 cats. Like at some point it doesn't feel right to keep pushing yourself out there. Like you don't need that validation, but at the same time you want it.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah. Jenny writes, I don't know how you ladies knew I needed to hear all of this today, but thank you for this stream. I know it just started, but I needed to hear others struggle with this too. I think a lot of us struggle with it. Like, I think it's so many people struggle with it. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, if you are on PR list or if you're not on PR list. I think like the self-doubt is something that everyone has an issue with.
Mhm.
And especially when you are like when you work with something that where you're being seen or
Mhm.
being in sort of a competition with other people, like even if it's not a competition, you're kind of like competing for the space, the viewers, the watch time. You know, if you're a streamer, if you're a YouTuber, if you work in social media, if you work in and like in an office environment where you have to sell things or you have to produce things or you have, you know, competition,
Mhm.
and you're like starting to doubt yourself, but is this really for me? Am I
Yeah.
really in the right place? Should I
Yeah.
just like give up and walk away? And because there are people who are so good, and there are people who are not as good as you, but they
Yeah.
still um, like walk past you because they did something else right.
Mhm.
And we watching it don't know what that is. Like, what did they do?
Yeah.
Did they just get lucky? Is it about luck? I think sometimes yes.
Yeah. Timing and luck are huge factors. You know, timing
Hmm.
and luck are huge factors. I mean, that's why my channel's name is She's Late to the Party, because I literally found out about beauty YouTubers
Yeah.
a little over a year ago. Like I decided I wanted to do my own channel, and I'm like, I'm 36 years old. Like, is anybody going to want to watch me?
Mm.
And, I've, through meeting people on social media, I've cultivated this really close friend group
Hmm.
that I hold so dear to myself and to my heart. Like, it's a young person's game. Like, let's be honest, it's a young person's
Mm.
game.
I do think, however, that the so-called old beauty influencer is starting to get traction. It's like the next big thing. You know, we have had boys in makeup, still a struggle, so I'm not taking anything away from it. We have had like people of color in makeup, and I feel like now it's time that people are actually starting to get their eyes on older people. And with old, I mean just 35 and older.
Yeah.
My own brand.
Um,
Make us the ambassadors, please.
so many hearts.
Oh,
Friends, what
friends.
are they?
It is us. It is
It is
us.
us. We are friends.
We are friends. So
Yeah.
it is like, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah,
Uh,
older. Like, what?
you're such a
Old,
good
old.
host.
This
Such.
happens.
It's
I,
your mind is going. It's your mind.
but it's like, and I feel like if we're going to talk about like, how do you get over it?
Mm,
How do you like find your worth and keep remembering your worth more likely? Because we are good at different things in life. We have different talents,
mhm.
and and I cannot do stuff that other people can do because like my eyes are not shaped the same, so I can't do these intricate things, but I can do other things. And I have to kind of remember what to do, what is important to me. And for me, it's actually combining makeup with art, not just showing a makeup look, because I honestly, it bores me to just do makeup and show a pretty makeup look. I want to do like the concept of things, like that is important to me. And if I just remember the things with makeup that inspires me and makes me happy, it's easier to accept that people are not really noticing me. Or you know what I mean? If I'm happy with my work, I'm fine with that,
Mhm.
and the rest will come when it comes. I think
Yeah.
that is so important. You have to enjoy what you do, and you have to like feel like even if no one else likes what I do, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I prefer to see mature people. Uh, I'll try again. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, so but I do hope that we get more variety. Like because for me, like I am almost 35 years old. I want, it's the same. Okay, I'm gonna bring up the Ariel discussion with the girl who,
Allie.
yeah, who,
Yep.
is her name Allie?
Hallie.
Hallie. Okay, sorry, not my generation. But it's like when you want to see people in movies or in music that you can, what is the word I'm looking for? Relate
Relate.
to. Yeah. And I feel like that is important no matter what it is about. So young kids want to see something that resembles themselves in Disney movies. And
Yeah.
that's why it's so important to have girls with different kinds of skin tones, hair colors, eye colors, shapes, everything. It doesn't matter what, but kids and grown up wants to find someone they relate to in the things they love.
Mhm.
And I think that is the same thing when it comes to social media. Like I prefer when I find a woman who is plus size and I and is so talented, and I'm like, yes, we have like someone who I relate to, like
A
someone who is
representative.
plus
Yeah.
size, who has struggled with the same things that I have struggled with, and she is succeeding in a field of work that I want to succeed in. It gives me hope. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
And that is why I feel like it's so important to find variety. Like the brands have to focus on different people and not
Yeah.
just the same people. Of course, they have to still have people who represent their brand, but not just choose the same people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Um,
okay.
I think that another thing that brands need to recognize is that, especially the higher end brands, is women our age are the ones that are spending the money.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, we have jobs, we have homes, cars, that sort of thing. We are the actual demographic that should be represented more because we're the ones that are buying these products.
Mm.
Um, and we will continue to buy these products, and I mean, not every kid can afford a Fenty foundation or a Dior foundation or Lancome foundations. You know
Mm.
what I mean? They're more for like Mac and benefits sometimes. But they are typically, when kids start wearing makeup, they don't start with the good shit.
No.
They start with drugstore or
Uh,
their mom's stuff.
Yeah, because we have like I think that we keep forgetting that there are a lot of young people who buy like the high end stuff, but the young people who actually do their makeup on a daily basis, who doesn't really like do these things on social media, they go to H&M and buy their stuff.
Yeah.
Broaden your horizon, listen to your customers, see what the demographic is changing into. Yes, stay
Mhm.
on top of the demographic. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is why I'd love to see indie brands, especially because I personally think that a lot of the stuff that is being brought out that's really interesting
Mhm.
recently has been independent brands,
Yeah.
and like I would fucking gag if Jeffree Star, one, ever saw anything I did,
Mhm.
and two, ever put anybody that looks like me in one of his campaigns. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That is pushing 40, that is overweight, that, is a little left of center. Like I'm not a straight edge kind of chick, but I don't see myself represented, and it makes me question
Your
whether
value.
I made the right decision to even start YouTube,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah. It is like I said, you're always questioning yourself, and sometimes just like silence or just not being noticed or not getting the validation is validation that you're not good enough. Like
Right.
we read it that way. When
Mhm.
in a world where Um, no gagging, please. I can dispatch ambulances on the other side of the world. No ambulance. Yeah. So, what did I say? What did I say? Oh yeah, in a world.
I got sidetracked with the comment. I was like, yeah.
So, but the thing I was saying, like in social media, like it's like likes and retweets and comments and followers is like how worthy you are, how good you are, how funny you are, how like liked you are. It's like a popularity contest, and it's always going on. And when you're kind of stagnant or not being noticed, it's like, okay, so I'm not really appreciated. I'm not saying like, and that is, I'm so not saying it should be like that. It's just that I feel like a lot of people think like that.
Yeah.
And we kind of automatically go to the negative aspect of not being noticed, and put it on ourselves. Like we take it to heart. It's our fault. It's my fault. I'm not good enough. I should just meh. Because that's what we have been conditioned to feel like.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
and I think it's so important to remember that your value as a person is not based on how many followers you have on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really hard to remember that though, when again, you see people that in your opinion are not as talented or as original or as innovative or what have you. You know, you go through and you look at their Instagram, or you, and I know this is going to be shady as shit, but it's true. Like you go and you look at some people and you go, but why them? Like, you know, I mean, I'm not going to put myself out there and say that I'm like this fantastic makeup artist. I know what looks good on me and I can duplicate a look. And a few of my face paintings have been really good. Like I'm very, very proud of my face paints. But like, you know, you look at other people and you're like, I don't get it. Like there's no originality there. There's no, you know, you look at it and you go, why them and why not me?
Yeah.
And it is a popularity contest. It really truly is. And I went through that in school and I failed miserably. I was the kid that got picked on all the time, like, and not in a good way. You know, like I tried to fit in with so many different crowds that I didn't even know who the hell I was, you know, through most of high school. And now to be 37 and going, somebody please look at me, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're going back to that place when you thought you were done and over with it. So a girl says, my partner owns a digital marketing company. He says people should start with competitive analysis. I used to want to do makeup artist stuff, but my hands don't work well anymore. Yeah.
But it is definitely about right place, right time. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think we have to kind of remember that it doesn't really have to do with talent all the time. It has to do with marketing. And if people are not good with marketing, they are not going to get discovered. Like people are not just going to randomly drop into your Instagram account and just like, oh, this one. Yeah. You have to know how to market. Yeah. It's the cafeteria scene of Mean Girls all over again.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think like for me, because I have been dealing with this kind of stuff for so long, it doesn't really affect me. Like I don't take it to heart, because I know it doesn't have to do with my talent. Because honestly, I know I'm good. I know I am talented, like not just with makeup. I know that I have a good eye, and I like my work. And when when you feel like I have issues, of course, I feel like sometimes I'm not like innovative enough, or I want to do stuff that I can't do because it's just something that doesn't come naturally to me, that other people are so good at. And then you have like the things that I cannot really change, and that is I have 2 kids that require me. Like I cannot sit here for 8 hours. Oh yeah, humble brag. I cannot sit here for 8 hours and do a makeup look because I have kids to feed and to pay attention to. And all of
Husbands
the
to spend times with, and
yeah, husbands, and you have your job. We have responsibilities that we cannot like put aside because it doesn't work like that, and that is so annoying. That is like, ugh, don't hold me back, I want to soar. But yeah, but I am calm with, like, I am confident in my work, maybe not in myself, because
yeah,
I feel like it's different things for me. The artist, like the creator, Evelina, the one who is a photographer, who does makeup, and I feel like that person is calm. But then we have like Evelina that like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, suffering and struggling with anxiety, like, oh fuck.
yeah.
It is really hard to kind of like, oh, but I am good, look at that person.
Mhm.
When you have like, I don't really know if I want to succeed.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if I were to somehow, some way make a viral video and get 100,000 subs overnight, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, scared of success. I am so scared of success,
Mm-hmm.
so I hold back.
Sorry, girl just wrote, if I didn't have to feed my kids, I could have been rich and famous by now.
Preach. Preach. Damn kids. Damn you
Love it.
kids, get out of my house. It's like this
Get
meme.
out of my house.
It's like this meme, well, like a refrigerator magnet or something, like, my kids, or like I have kids in my house who wants to be fed and have clothes on, could you please come and get them, or something like. Did you
That's
just
funny. But I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about them kids.
No, but
So
you take care of your husband in a way I would never do. He
yeah.
can take care of his. He was in surgery this Wednesday, and I was like, "Are you gonna do the dishes?" Such a bad wife.
True story, guys. True story.
Yeah. I do. I am nice sometimes. I just don't over cuddle. Yeah, even before my kids, I sucked at marketing, so I have no excuse. Yeah, but marketing is hard. It's so hard.
Networking is hard.
Yeah.
Marketing and networking and trying to sell yourself is
Yeah.
really fucking hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, I was delusional and thought you had to get discovered. Yeah, it's like it's the thing with just finding a partner also. Evelina's husband has left the chat. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't know if he ever was here, to be
Ulrich's
honest.
not even on.
No. But yeah, what was I saying? This thing of just being discovered by someone, it doesn't really work. People are so busy with their own thing. Uh, like if you walk around like outside just minding your own business, how much attention do you pay to other people? Like
Yeah.
I don't, I might like like cast a look or something, but I do not pay, like I don't sit there and think and study them and really like search for something and just pay attention. I'm like, I'm full of myself, I have my own problems, I have a mission, I'm going to the store, I'm buying milk, and it's the same thing like with other people. So if you're not really that person who notices everything, because you have your own issues to deal with, people are not going to pay attention to you either.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing on social media. People are busy promoting themselves, so they're not just going to go and like, oh, I'm going to click and go down this like rabbit hole and just discover people.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's like it's hard also because everybody's hustling. And it's really hard to work out whether or not people are being genuine for the sake of being genuine, and they genuine, and they definitely like what you're doing and like what you're putting out, or if they're doing it strictly for marketing and they're doing it strictly for recognition and getting their names out there and getting attention and that sort of thing. Like I try to leave really genuine comments on like, but I don't know if other people are going to be, giving me the same consideration, or if they're just going, oh, hey, I saw your look. I saw that you've got 100 followers on Twitter. I see that you have a YouTube channel. I'm going to try and get mentioned or named or retweeted or what have you, you know?
I think that like with our size, I don't feel like we really have to worry about it because we're so tiny. But I think if we get like bigger and we have more followers, that is going to be more prevalent because people are going to use the reach.
Yeah.
But it is interesting because I talked to a brand owner about this thing with PR search and what they are looking for when they look for people to put on their PR search like list. And I also saw that ABH answered this question: what do you look for in an influencer? And the two looked for completely different things. Like one wanted to have like the photo skills. It had to be like high quality photos with interesting looks. Like that for them, it was like you have to have high quality. And with the other one, it had nothing to do with that. It had more to do like you have to be a positive person in this community. You have to be nice and friendly, and you have to show support, and etc. etc. Another brand just wanted to have that people to support their brand, like their pictures, comment on the pictures, retweet, like spread awareness to this like smaller the brand. And so it's really like, what are these brands looking for? And if you don't, and for me, I have a hard time sometimes to be drama free. Not that I am drama, like I don't end up being in drama, but I like commenting a little like Jaclyn Hill's lipsticks and stuff like that. And I feel like, is this a bad idea if I want to get on the PR list, for example?
Yeah, but that's also, it's a double-edged sword, like you don't know what these brands are looking for. And if you like for instance, I like ABH. I love Jeffree Star. I love Lancome. I love Color Pop, but these, like, Lancome is the more for the woman my age, more sophisticated, that has money, that sort of thing. Jeffree Star is for the edgy, young 20-year-old, mid-20s. Color Pop is for the people that want quality makeup but at an inexpensive bracket. So you've got, and ABH again is, more of, I feel like ABH is more of a sophisticated brand even still. And so it's you, if you're trying to go for these different brands, you have to tailor yourself in a certain way. But if like I made my looks look more like Jeffree Star's aesthetic and that sort of thing, then I could turn off somebody like ColourPop or MAC or Lancome. You know what I mean? So it's like, it doesn't matter how you try and bend and twist and maneuver and manipulate yourself to try and fit into these boxes to get noticed by these brands, and you may be alienating yourself from another brand altogether.
And then you have like a girl who, if she was a brand owner, she would only employ sassy people to show her products. So
yes,
hello. So
hey, sassy.
Start your brand already, God. But it's hard, and that's where I kind of like logically, because I tend to try and be very, oh, hi Elsa. And she did push the like button.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, what I was saying was that that logically, and like, because I tend to go there, like, logically, if you try to make stuff for other people, you're gonna get bored. I feel like you have to create something that you like, and if it happens to be good for brands, that is awesome.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you go into this thing of wanting to do makeup, you cannot do it because you feel like, I am going to get on the PR list. That is my goal. I'm going to make money from doing my makeup. If you go into it that way, it's so easy to just like bend yourself into something that you're not. And it's not going to take long before you're kind of like, I'm in this box. I don't like it. I don't like this box. So just start off not in the box. And then you can kind of like do what you want, be happy with it, and if people notice you, it's just like a positive, it's a plus. That's what I feel like with everything, because oh, you need so much more of not 10K, 1K. 1K is good though. Like 1K is really hard.
That's a hefty amount of people.
But it's, and you also have to think about like, you cannot just be good. You have to be active, and you have to be what is the word? Like you have to continue doing it. You have to do it in always. What is the word I'm looking for? You can't just take it. Yeah, consistency. I think consistency is one of the biggest things when it comes to influencers. You cannot just post 10 looks once every third month.
Yeah.
Because brands will not want you to like take 3 months break. You have to do it like once a week, every day, something like that. You have to show quality consistently.
Yeah.
I think that is huge for if you want to be on the list.
Yeah. Ginny says to basically, be performing all of the time.
Yes.
Which is very true. And that kind of leads into the whole whether or not someone's genuine or if they're just putting on a show because they think that that's what's going to get them attention.
Yeah. And it's also like this thing with consistency. I do understand it, but you have to be performing all the time. Personally, it freaks me out because I have a neurological condition causing me headaches. So I feel like summers are my time because my pain is not as big. So I have more time and more energy to do the stuff I want to do. During the winter, I am screwed. I have headaches all the time, and they are really bad. And sometimes I just don't leave bed for like 2-3 weeks. It feels like I'm very much not up to my full potential, and that freaks me out. That I am putting a standard that is so high right now when I feel good, and when autumn and winter comes, it's just gonna drop. And that freaks me out.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. I think like, because I'm kind of in the same boat as you as far as restrictions, as far as my health is concerned. I don't know how my back is going to react from one day to the next, from 1 hour to the next. I don't know how my back is going to handle it. But like I try and do, like, when I'm feeling well, I try and do a couple videos a day or a couple of videos a week. And that way I have like a little bit of a buffer. But even then, like, it's not always a guarantee that I'm going to be able to, one, video the makeup look, take pictures and edit it. And, that might not happen for a week, and by that point, is it worth even bothering putting the look up is kind of where I get in my head, I don't know. It's just,
that is basically just like from a personal point of view, when you struggle with pain, it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it's
It's
all encompassing. Like my physio and my shrink have all said, don't be afraid of your pain. But the fact of the matter is I'm sitting here and my back is screaming right now. Like legit, I'm in pain. But it's one of those things. It's like when I go to work, I have to push through it.
mm,
But it takes so much out of you. It takes so much out of you when you're in pain. And
mm,
sometimes all you can do is just lay there in bed and cry, you
mm,
know? And it's and to try and gain a following and that sort of thing, it's really hard. It's really freaking hard.
mm. Yeah, it's like it's so much, and it like we could talk about this topic forever, because and that it has to do like with positive attitude on social media, or
Mm,
honesty, or like when like because do we talk about our pain? Is that a good thing? Are people going to be off put if we talk about our pain? Are we
yeah,
going to come out off as whiny? You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's so much. uh, and in the end, are we willing to change ourselves for likes and comments and subscribers?
yeah.
What are we willing to change to get attention?
Yeah. Well, it's like when I said to you the other day when I put up a little poll on my Twitter page and um, I asked, do you prefer videos where I talk or videos that where I just do the makeup? And it got to the point where well, not everybody, but um, 78% of the people, so 80% of the people said they preferred it when I talked. And
Mm,
so the next video I filmed, I didn't actually talk, but it's because I want to focus on the makeup. I want to focus on the artistry, that sort of thing. I don't want to be a chronic pain channel. That's not my thing. And I feel like, it's like, you know, how often is too often to talk about, you know, chronic pain. And also, again, like you said, who really wants to hear somebody piss and moan about how much pain they're in for, 20 to 30 minutes? I don't want to hear that.
mm,
I want to see the makeup. I want to see what you're doing. I want to see
mm,
how you do it. I want to know the process
mm,
and that sort of thing. So it's like, and on top of that, I've got other stuff in my personal life that I can't actually talk about.
mm,
Um, and I'm not comfortable talking about on camera because I don't know what my job will or will not see.
mm,
So I have to be really careful about what I say and how I say it and that sort of thing. So when it comes to life updates or whatever, there's only a certain amount of information I can actually give out.
mm,
And I don't want to sit there and repeat myself in every single video. Oh, I woke up today and I don't think I moved last night. And I was
mm,
really, really stiff when I woke up this morning. And you know what I mean? Like,
mm.
it,
And I feel like that is like something like if you want to have like a social media presence, and I think it's important to like kind of have like what kind of a channel do I want to be, but
mm,
do not restrict yourself to always be a character, because people
mm,
are so complex. We cannot always be hey yay. It's impossible. We're going to have our bad days, and we're going to have our great days, and we're going to have like meh, not really feeling it today. And
yeah,
it's okay to be all of these things. And I feel like if we put on a standard for ourselves that is too high, we are going to fail, because
yeah,
we cannot keep it up here all the time. We're going to be down here, we're going to be here, and it's okay to be all of those things.
yeah,
At the same time, I feel like, okay, so I personally, I don't want to talk about my pain on my channel,
mm,
because I just don't want to. It's not something I want to talk about that much
yeah,
in general. And I don't want it to be a pain channel. I don't want it to be a mental health channel. I don't want to talk about those things. Did you write something? I saw you smirking.
I could never do a YouTube channel or be big on social media because my humor is too dark and I need to keep my job.
I am starting a petition to have a girl has no name gaming channel, because I want to see her playing Sims with Lady Queef.
What did you just say?
Yes, a Sims character.
Lady Queen?
Yeah, her name is Lady Queef, and I'm like, I need this channel in my life, please. Oh, sorry. Did I scream?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so way back, Angelo said, always put it up. Build a back catalog on days when you feel good and publish them when you don't feel so good. Like Spider-Man in Avengers, Infinity Ward. Not
Yeah.
good. Lady
Lady Queen
Queef,
would
we
stand.
stand. We stand. I want that channel. I want that channel. Like you don't have to be. You can be an anonymous channel. Just give me. You can have like a very private channel where you just have unlisted videos and send me the link so I can watch it.
Yes. Yes.
Don't hold back on Lady Queef. We need her. Oh well, okay. So off topic, but we need it. We need it. The Misadventures of Lady Queef is the channel we need. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So what was I saying before? Oh, right. But speaking of, we have been here for an hour and we haven't even started on inspiration.
Oh, goodness.
So do we have like something quickly about that? Because I feel like we all hit like stages where we don't really feel inspired to create, no matter what it is.
Yes.
Um, and I feel like when I get that, I don't do stuff. But I'm gonna give like the advice that my teacher gave me. Always work. Always use your hands because your hands will remember, and the inspiration will come back. Like even if you don't feel like you want to do shit, do it anyway. So your hands remember the work.
Mm.
Oh, thank you. Me just so that is basically my teacher's advice. If you don't feel like working, do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that like when my personal life is shit or my pain is really shit, my inspiration goes right out the window. Like I don't function. And you know, if I'm having a hard time, Evelina will constantly tell me, she's like, you know, why don't you do a video? You don't have to talk, just, you know, do a video. Or she'll go and find an avant-garde look and she'll be like, I think you can do this. And then I'll be like, you know what? I think I might be able to do this. I'm gonna try. And then, you know, I do, and it turns out fucking bomb, and I love it.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like
I
you
think
know,
it's so easy to just get stuck in your head,
oh yeah.
and the actual work, like it's not like if it's not at the actual work, like the actual it's just getting over that little hill. Like you
Yeah.
have to climb the hill and then it's easy. But
Well,
it's
how
like
many times have I told you that I've turned on my computer, I'm gonna film today, and then I go and I'm sitting outside watching YouTube videos and I'm like, my back really hurts and fuck that shit. I'm just gonna turn it off. You know, how many times have I said that to you
yeah.
in the past week? You know, you know what I mean?
A girl says my hands don't remember how to work properly in general. Well, use your feet then. It's yeah, get yourself a friend that believes you can and pushes you. And I have really found like the network that I need to push me, like Alexis and Angelo, Joe Rocks, Basted. Those are like people who I feel like push me.
Oh yeah.
Angelo Nagalo is on my back all the freaking time,
Negative.
and I need Nagalo. I need a Nagalo in my life to get like, okay, okay, stop it, leave me alone. You know?
Yeah.
Uh, so so having the right people in your life is so important, and just like do stuff. Even if you don't want to do makeup, do something else that inspires you, like play the Sims or do macrame or bake a cookie. Like just do stuff every day. I give all you guys watching this, I give you something you have to do every day. Every day you have to do one thing that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Big or small. One thing that makes you happy. Something that is for you that makes you happy.
Mm. Yeah. And if I don't feel like filming a makeup look, that's okay. If I do film a makeup look, that's okay too.
Mhm.
If I don't edit it for, a few days, that's okay. But it's so hard not to No.
I have a talent for well nagas. We like that. We like naga girl.
Yeah. No, I like it's like you tell me, like I'm always so busy and I always do so much, but like at the end of the day, I'm like, I didn't do anything today. And then Evelina will listen to what I've done and she'll be like, what? How did what?
How did you
How
reach this conclusion? You
Yeah,
stupid bitch.
yeah. And so like I I took her advice and I started doing like at least one thing a day that, I need to give myself credit for. And I need to say, today I cooked a batch of cookies, or today I worked on my macrame project or my
Mhm.
crochet project, or, you know, and like give yourself a pat on the back for doing that, you
Yeah.
know?
And it's like and especially when Alexis said I did not do anything today, and then she tells me what she did. I did errands. I went to the store and bought this, and then I kind of like did the dishes. I did a little bit of macrame, and I was like, dude, like
Yeah.
you did stuff.
Yeah.
Don't just because you didn't like cure cancer doesn't mean that the things you actually did is worthless.
Yeah. Yeah. And
52.
I have a hard time with that because like when I first hurt my back, I couldn't do anything. Like I had to have my husband's help on and off the toilet, to shower, the whole 9 yards, to get dressed. And so like my physio and my shrink are always like, it doesn't matter how much pain you're in, you need to keep
Mm,
busy. And so like that after being told that for 2 years, like you just keep going and keep going. And
mm,
then like I borrow too many spoons and I'm a fucking wreck at night.
mm.
You know, I
Oh,
can't count.
spoons. We're
Yeah.
spoonies. Like it's a chronic
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also really good at making up rude songs. I brought some recording equipment, so my is to make music. I push myself to walk at least twice a week too. Macrame looks hard but beautiful. Oh, that is amazing! Oh God, we need you, a girl. We need music for our channel.
Yes.
We're gonna use you. Not recording rude songs.
Why
Uh,
not recording rude songs?
we like rude songs.
Rude songs are awesome.
Yeah, but the thing is, like sometimes I feel like because especially like told you this, Alexis, that Americans has a work ethic or like that is so hard. Like if
Hmm.
you don't work, you're a failure, basically.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. So and I feel like especially when it comes because you are American even though you live in Australia. What was the word? You're what was the Australia?
Gosh. Huh?
Austrum. What the fuck was it? Oh, okay, it will come back.
American or something like that? As American? No,
Aust-American. I don't know. I don't remember.
I can't either.
Austric. Jesus. But the thing is, like, I feel like you have such, like, you put so much on your shoulders to succeed, and if you don't work extremely hard, automatically that means you're a failure.
Mm.
Like you're only as you're only as good as how hard you can work.
Hmm.
And if you end up being like having like in your case a work accident and everything like that, and you just you cannot keep up with the work you used to do, it kind of goes into your brain, making you
Mm.
feel less than other people that can do the work.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, I was done.
I was just going to say, yes, Americans get paid annual leave. They get 2 weeks generally at the beginning of every year. But the problem is them not taking it. There
Mm,
are so many Americans that work themselves into the ground and don't actually take annual leave to go on holidays and stuff like that because they can't, one, they can't afford it if they've got a family. Two, they're so exhausted that the only thing they want to do is just rest. And yeah, like 9 times out of 10, a person won't actually take their annual leave because they don't think they can afford to.
Yeah. So yeah, but you are really a person who struggles with that thing. Like you're only as good as how much you work, like in your head mentally. And I think like we have that too. But it's sometimes you cannot compete with other people. You must compete with yourself, not other people, especially when you have issues. Why did you move to Australia? 2 weeks? I get 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I moved to Australia because my husband's Australian and he lived over here, and I didn't want to live in America anymore, so I moved.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, do we have any last words? It has been a quick hour.
It has been a very quick hour. I don't know. I guess give us a like. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on tweeters.
We are fun on Twitter, like not the Powder Puff account because we're not that active. Sorry, but our own personal, well, mine, because Alexis is not that active on hers. Alexis,
I'm working on it.
Alexis, you have to work on your social media presence.
I am working on it. Liking
Yeah.
stuff and retweeting and all kinds of stuff. Jeez.
Yeah, but we if you want us to talk about something specific in the future, please leave suggestions. We never know what we're going to talk about
Until
next stream.
Before.
Yeah. So we're like, give us your ideas, because we might just talk about it. So but also like and subscribe. Thank you for being here, and remember, do something that makes you happy today.
Yay!
Thank you so much. Are we done?
Shrek inspired looks. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, I already follow you on Twitter.
Oh, fantastic, Jenny. I will follow you as well. So thank you, thank you.
So, good?
I think that's it.
Good. Okay. Right. Have a lovely day or night.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.